These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. No rate change yet, but in my opinion, the budget was the last step. Now we need a rate that will allow them to execute their budget. There's a lot of anticipation for any moment now since the budget is done. I'm being told they need a day or two at least to make certain rates have completely stabilized after the budget news. I'm praying this is accurate. But everyone believes the budget was the last major hurdle to get past. This certainly is the belief of all my banking contacts and my contacts in Iraq. All right, Game of Patience says the HCL is still an unapproved reform law needing to be approved. Heneg's response to Game of Patience is unless it was part of the budget. All right, Sandy Ingram says the new $153 billion budget covers the years 2023 to 2025 and includes sizable spending on the development and infrastructure projects and plans to add tens of thousands of public sector jobs. Yes, this will help to reduce the unemployment rate. All right, Frank 26 says the HCL is about to be born. If it was born at a program rate, it would be like a preemie being born at 5 or 6 months. It just wouldn't succeed. All right, Nader from the Mideast says Iraq is getting ready to print new category of money. I don't know how long it's going to take to print them and all that. We will see. They said it costs almost $50 million or something like that to print the new ones. It's good news too. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, RV already says the lower denoms will not be a holdup. They have been printed and ready for several years. Militiaman says, if everyone's not stoked about this, I'd be surprised because what we were seeing Iraq do in the last few days is phenomenal. I think it's great. All right, Walking Stick and Frank 26, in our opinion, everything is going to be done all at once. Now that we have the budget, once you crack open that pinata, it's going to give us everything. The new small category notes, the exchange rate, the ATMs, HCL, everything. It's illogical to break it up and gives us this part now and another part a week from then and the rest later. No, everything boom all at once. All right, Mark Z via PDK says the rate is not in the budget or the Gazette. It was not expected to be. The budget was in the Gazette today, which was the first step, and in the budget is a mechanism that lets them change the rate. Rumors are that on Wednesday we're going to see something. Lots of chatter, things will be cranking up on Wednesday, like a value change for the dinar. Crossing my fingers and hoping it's right. I have heard from sources some are looking at this Wednesday, the 28th. Some are looking at the 3rd. Either way, it definitely appears to be close. We should all be excited that the budget was finally posted in the Gazette. All right, Claire, quote, Iraq reduces its holdings of U.S. bonds to more than $6 billion. Another quote, Iraq's possession of U.S. bonds in January amounted to $41.2 billion to decrease to $40.7 billion in February, to decrease to $39.3 billion in March, and to decline again in April, $34.8 billion, indicating that Iraq's possession of U.S. bonds is in the month of January 2022 amounted to $40.8 billion. She pointed out that Iraq was the 4th largest Arab country in the largest possession of U.S. bonds after Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait. All right, Pimpy article quote, with the with Eid approaching and the markets booming, the dollar is flying in the sky of Baghdad, unquote. If I can go out and get 1475 dinars for every dollar, I would rather go back to the black market and get more dinar. This way, when I'm shopping for the holidays, I could get more goods. It's better than going to exchange rate and getting 1,300 dinars for every dollar. That just makes sense. The more U.S. interferes in this, the more demand there is for U.S. dollars, then the higher the exchange rate for U.S. dollars. This is bad for us because it goes up. If I'm a trader or doing business in Iraq, I'll take my U.S. dollars to the black market, get more Iraqi dinars, pay off more debt, go shopping like these people are here. All right, Frank 26 question, quote, With the new currency, will we have a new rate? Unquote. Frank says, yeah, when the new currency comes out that they've been talking about, we will definitely have a new exchange rate in order for it to work. It certainly can't work at a program rate, can it? All right. Lastly, Mountain Goat. Does Iraq need a tradable currency to be a member of the WTO? No, no, no. However, it seems plausible that they would want a tradable currency in the midst of everything else going on. They're also about to embark on an economic reformation revolution as investors are now flocking into Iraq to get a piece of the action. Iraq is about to emerge itself into the global markets.